Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Caitlin and today we are on day 2 of me vlogging every day for the month of August. Now today I look like a homeless person. I'm not going anywhere today. I've just been in the house crocheting, getting ready for this market that's coming up on Thursday. Today is Sunday and like I said, the market's Thursday. So I haven't been doing anything but crocheting. It's currently I think like 10:30 and I've been up since like 6 something just crocheting, trying to get as much ready as I can. So I'll show you guys what I have so far to take to the market. Okay, so it's very random on the stuff I'm taking. This is this town's first year of doing this market and I don't really know what's gonna sell or not. So I've just kind of made a little bit of kind of everything, not everything, but things that I kind of been wanting to test out and enjoy making. So let's go through them. The first thing are these wind chimes, and you just hang them up somewhere and you know it's a wind chime. And I made 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 of those. And then I just got done making this purse. And this is the one that I made in that challenge. I'm going to end up selling this one. I'm working on purses right now, and I'd like to have at least 4 done, but we'll see. And then I made a little bee. And then these are little octopus, little mini ones. And I made one little chicken. I didn't really care for how the pattern came up for that. So I'm like, I'm going to just make one and call it quits. And there's a big chicken. And then over here are turtles that I made. They're so soft. And there's like strawberry ones, and this is supposed to be an orange, but it kind of reminds me more of a pumpkin. So yeah, another strawberry. And then I made a couple of ducks. He's got a blueberry hat on, and then this one is supposed to be the orange again. And then there's some strawberry ones. So cute. I wanted to make more of these, but they're kind of a pain in the butt to make, so I just kind of quit. I made 2 little leggy froggies. And then these are little trinket dishes. I just have to kind of fix the shape, but there's 3 sets. And I'm trying to debate if I should just sell them individually or just kind of stack them like this and sell them in a 3-pack. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about that, but yeah, 3 sets of those. And then I made 2 of these. I'm just all over the board here. I made 2 of these bigger octopuses. He's my favorite. He's so soft. I almost want to keep him for myself. And then I ran out of safety eyes, so he's kind of got a funny face. And then back here are all the octopuses I made. This is the last one I made, and yes, he has eyes. But I used that highlighter yarn that I showed in a previous video. And I think he kind of came out really cute. Definitely different. And then just some more. I made little smaller ones, a couple of those. Then this one's my favorite. I love the colors. But these ones are also really neat too. And then back here, I'm going to sell this basket and this one as well. And then I have some flowers that I made and a whole stack of dish towels. I became obsessed with making these, so I pretty much made every color you can think of. So yeah, that's what I have so far. I feel like it's gonna be enough for this market because this market is only 3 hours long, so I don't want to like go too overboard with making a bunch of stuff. But I think that's a pretty good start, right? So let's get back into crocheting and I'll meet you guys in a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a little update of how my thing is looking. No, I feel like that made it worse. I don't know. Okay, so I'm using this skein of, I remember it's by Karen, but I can't remember what the color's called, and I threw the label away because I just made it all into cakes, but it's kind of a variegated yarn. I think that's what you'd call it. And there's the, I feel like the light in here is just so weird. Okay, I feel like that might be a little bit better. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, I feel like this is a little bit better. It's actually a lot better. But anywho, the colors are this pink and purple. And then there also are this orange and yellow. So it's all in one skein. And I'm making a purse. You know, the same granny stitch purse. So I'm kind of excited to see how this turns out. Oh, also, this is the current status of my yarn area right now. It is a hot mess. And I have more over here and more here. And then here's the blanket I still haven't finished taking apart. But y'all, I need a new yarn area. So I was actually thinking of making my yarn area over here. I just feel like the lighting would be a lot better, but I just have to move all this stuff because, you know, I love my decorations. All this stuff would have to go, and then I could like possibly buy shelves, and I don't know. What do you guys think on making this my new yarn area? I can get a desk in here. The lighting will be a lot better. Let me know. So it's been a couple of hours. We ate lunch and Joseph took a nap, but he just woke up. And this is where I've gotten so far. I've made 2 of these and I just have to make 1 more. But I'm loving the color. And I'm loving how different it is. I feel like this is going to turn out super cute. The only downfall is I have 1 more cake left and then a little bit left of this. So I feel like it's gonna make 1 more of these and then I'm gonna have to figure out something else for the strap. But we will see. Hopefully, I don't know, I'm kind of playing yarn chicken with these. I definitely feel like this is not gonna be anywhere near enough to make 1 more square and a strap. I feel like this is probably gonna be a shorter vlog. I'm trying to make it to where like it's at least 10 minutes, but I mean, we don't have a whole lot going on today, but tomorrow we do have a couple of errands to run. I have to get sand for the canopy tent that we're using at the craft fair on Thursday, and I do have to go grocery shopping tomorrow, so we're gonna probably do that. And then also, if I can't finish this purse and I run out of yarn, I might stop at Michael's and grab another skein of this color. But we'll see, because if I'm able to make another square, I can just substitute a different color for the handle or like the shoulder strap. What are you guys' favorite things to find at craft fairs? Mine is like crochet booths, and I love people that do like the stuffies, but I feel like that's not my favorite. I love people who make, I more so like when people make more practical items and like how creative they can get with it. That's kind of what I'm doing, or what I kind of like to do, because I feel like the stuffy market is just so drowned in everybody doing that and like kind of making the same thing. And I feel like, you know, some people probably do really well with selling, but a lot of times, especially like when you go to bigger craft fairs, sometimes you see a lot of the same things. And then I feel like you might not sell as much because people are seeing a lot of the same things and they might have already bought something from a different booth. So I feel I try and make things that are a little more practical or that can be used for something. And I noticed that I don't see that as much, at least in my area. I mean, it could be different for other areas. So that's why I'm like making these purses, and I did baskets. And then come fall, where they're having another craft fair at this town that I'm doing this fair at, doing this market at, and that's in September. So my plans for September is to do like more lap blankets, but use like the chunky yarn, and do kind of like things that are more so for winter. So maybe some hats, just things like that. I feel for this market, I made a bunch of like the stuffies because I just wanted to see if I enjoyed making a bunch at once. And honestly, I didn't. I'm enjoying making like these purses way more, for instance, and just making different things. And yes, they take a little bit more time and you can't make as many at once. It's more enjoyable for me. And I like to try and make something that's different that you might not see on another person's table that's there. If that makes sense.
Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it? That thing you do. Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool. Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it? That thing you do. Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool.
Okay, hopefully you can hear me well because I don't have my mic attached, but I have to do one more row and the official game of Yarn Chicken has begun. So hopefully I have enough to complete this last row. I'm gonna cry if I don't. We're gonna see.
I think I'll find your glass nipple, baby, baby. Cinderella, I think you found your prince charming in me. I don't know much, but I do know that I'm feeling you.
Right, looks like I won Yarn Chicken once again. This is what I have left, so at least I'll have enough to sew everything together. So the next thing is I have to pick out a color to match these panels. So I'm thinking of maybe picking out an orange one because, well, I don't know. I mean, I have yellows as well, which might not be too bad. Like, these ones aren't terrible. And then I also have more in the back that are a little bit, no, see, that one's too light. Decisions. I also have this thing here. This is kind of like a variegated orange, yellow, and white yarn. Maybe. Or is that too busy? I feel like that might be too busy. And then I know for pinks, I really don't have nothing. It's kind of dark in there. I mean, yeah, those are more so reds down there. The only other thing I can think of is like these highlighter colors, but then again, I don't know. This almost looks like it fits, but not really. And then this orange is way too orange. Yellow too. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do some thinking. And then all of these, I need to just, this whole area just something needs to be done because it's just ridiculous. This area worked for like a minute and then I seriously started getting into crochet and now it's just like, I'm outgrowing all of this so fast. Okay, so here's what the purse looks like all put together. I just have to sew it on. But these are going to be my color options for the strap. What are you guys thinking? I mean, I was thinking black. I'm not sure though. And then I have to make sure he doesn't grab my yarn because he tears through a cake in no time flat. So then there's also this purple, which, and somebody's jumping. So this purple, which I don't know, not too terrible, but it's almost like this is a darker purple than this one. There's purple and then the white. Oh my goodness, I don't know. What would you guys do? Kind of, I think I might just do the white. I just feel like I'm gonna start working this purple up and it's gonna be like, oh yeah, that totally does not match. At least with the white, you don't have to really match anything, and white always matches with everything, right? Then I also feel like it's gonna just not look right. And there's the black. Maybe I might do the black. I don't know. I have to take a break and start dinner. I ended up picking out that color red. I mean, not red, purple, to make the handle with, or like the little strap. So I got that started, but I just have to finish it, and then I still have to sew the bag. But yeah, I can kind of show you guys what I am making. So right now I'm just chopping up onions because I'm gonna be making a tomato sauce, and I'm gonna boil some pasta. And then I made these last night for dinner. It's lamb chops, and it's like Parmesan. It's Parmesan crusted lamb chops. So I'm gonna reheat these in the oven, and we're gonna have those with some spaghetti basically. So I'm gonna make this and catch up back up with you guys in a little bit. Okay, I got my sauce going. So I just have to let that cook for a little bit and kind of cook some of that liquid out. And then I started my water, so I'm waiting for that to boil. Just gonna add some salt. I know some people say to do it when the water's boiling, but I could care less. This is how I do it. You wanna say hi, Bubba? Hi, Bubba. I just gotta figure out what noodles I wanna cook with. And then these are herbs that I'm drying, so that's what you're wondering. One is mint. Okay, Joseph. One is mint, and then one is parsley. No, not parsley. Oregano? Yeah, I think oregano. Joseph! Oh my gosh. What noodles should I do? Oh my gosh. I'm glad that did not spill everywhere. I think I might do rigatoni. These are my favorite. I love rigatoni. It's really filling, but I was gonna just do spaghetti noodles, but I only have the whole wheat ones, and my fiance and Alma both don't like those ones. So rigatoni it is. Like I said, we have to go grocery shopping, so I'm just trying to use up what we have in the house already. I got the lamb chops heating up in the oven, and those should be about another 10 minutes, and then I just have to let my sauce cook for a little bit and wait for the water to boil, and then dinner will pretty much be done. So for now, I'm gonna keep working on that strap so I can get this purse done. I feel like I've been working on it all day. I kind of have, but not really, because the good chunk of the morning I was working on the other one. It's been a while. We ate dinner. Here's the purse. It actually turned out so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. I'm having a blast making these purses. I don't know why. It's just something I've never made before. This is like the second one I've ever made. And it's easy. I can zone out and do it, and it's just a lot of fun. And then the strap turned out really nice. I feel like it matches. You can definitely tell it matches. I feel like these colors are super fun. I'm having fun. That's gonna do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed today's video, remember to like and subscribe. And we will see you guys tomorrow or on the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. Also, I'm gonna keep crocheting tonight. I'm just ending the video here because I do have to edit it. So yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Into the collection you go.